Have you ever wondered why God is saying to you today, do not look for a job? Because the very word job has kept many people enslaved, chained, and imprisoned to a system that was never designed for their freedom. God never called you to be a servant of men, dependent on their approval, waiting for their wages, living in fear of whether they will keep you or replace you. God is saying to you now, your provision does not come from a job. Your destiny does not come from a company. Your future does not rest in the hands of another man. Your destiny is in my hands. And I, the creator of heaven and earth, will provide for you in ways no employer ever could. Many of you have been searching, striving, knocking on doors, sending resumes, waiting for opportunities, begging for acceptance, hoping for a little salary that cannot even sustain the vision God placed in you. And yet, you still wonder why the doors keep closing. It is because God Himself is closing them. God is saying, I did not make you to be a beggar at the tables of men. I made you to sit at my table, to walk in my abundance, to live by my provision. When you look for a job, you are looking for a man to feed you. But when you look to God, you are tapping into the limitless supply of heaven. Do you not see? Every job has limits. Every employer has boundaries. They can give you only so much. They can cut you off. They can restrict your income. They can cage your dream. But God has no limit. When God becomes your source, when God becomes your provider, when God is the one you depend on, then the streams will never run dry. The doors will never shut. The blessings will never cease. God is saying to you, stop asking men to do for you what only I can do. Stop lowering your vision to fit into their system. Stop chasing positions that cannot hold the weight of your calling. You are not called to live a life of wages. You are called to live a life of purpose. God never designed you to work for mere survival. God created you to manifest destiny, to walk in abundance, to release His power into the earth. A job may feed your stomach, but only God's plan can feed your soul. A job may give you a paycheck, but only God's vision will give you true prosperity. That is why you are restless. That is why no matter how many jobs you try, you still feel empty, unsatisfied, unfulfilled. Because deep inside you, God is whispering, this is not your portion. This is not your final destination. I have called you higher. I have called you to trust in me, not in man. Think about the systems of this world. They want you to believe that if you do not have a job, you are nothing. You are poor. You are a failure. They want you to be enslaved to the fear of unemployment. But God is breaking that lie in your life today. God is saying, your worth is not determined by a company. Your value is not defined by a title. Your success is not measured by a salary. I am your God and I am your provider. When you look for a job, you look for man's crumbs. But when you look to me, I open the windows of heaven and pour out blessings you cannot contain. Some of you are listening now and you are in a season where every job door has closed. You have applied and been rejected. You have tried and failed. You have waited and nothing has come. And you thought it was the devil. You thought it was bad luck. But I tell you today, it was God. God himself shut those doors because he refuses to let you settle for less than what he has destined for you. God closed those doors because he does not want you to put your trust in men. God closed those doors because he is positioning you to see his hand, his power, his provision in your life. And now the question is, will you keep chasing after man, or will you lift your eyes to God? Will you keep begging for jobs, or will you embrace the vision God has planted inside of you? Will you continue to run after salaries, or will you allow God to be your source? God is not telling you to be lazy. God is not telling you to do nothing. God is telling you, stop chasing jobs and start chasing purpose. Stop depending on men and start depending on me. Stop running after positioners and start walking in the destiny I ordained for you before you were born. Listen carefully. A job is temporary. A job can end in a moment, but the vision of God is eternal. A company may fire you, but God cannot fire you from the calling he gave you. A boss may replace you, but no one can replace you in the plan of God. That is why he says, do not look for a job. Look from me, seek me, trust me, follow me, depend on me, and I will open doors no man can shut. I will release provision from unexpected places. I will make a way in the wilderness. I will cause rivers to flow in dry places. God is raising you to see beyond the mindset of wages. The reason some of you struggle is because your mind is still trapped in the system of survival. You think, if only I get this job, my life will be secure. No, security is not in a job. Security is in God. You think, if only this company hires me, I will have peace. No, peace is not in employment. Peace is in God. That is why God says, do not look for a job. Look for my plan. Look for my vision. Look for the assignment I created you to fulfill. You may say, but if I do not look for a job, how will I live? How will I feed my family? How will I survive? And God says, did I not feed my people in the wilderness for 40 years? Did I not send manna from heaven and water from a rock? Did I not multiply oil in the jars of the widow? Did I not use ravens to feed my prophet? Do you not believe that I can do it for you? Stop asking how and start trusting. For I am the God who provides in ways no man can predict. I am the God who supplies from sources you cannot see. I am the God who makes the impossible possible. This is why some of you feel such a burning restlessness inside. You know deep down that you were not created just to sit in an office, just to follow orders, just to trade your life for a wage. you know you were born for more. And that voice you feel inside is not your imagination. It is the voice of God telling you, rise, break free. Stop looking for a job and start walking into your purpose. Stop searching for men to sustain you and let me be your source. Then listen closely, because God is speaking to your spirit right now. God is saying, do not limit me to the system of this world. Do not confine my power to the corridors of offices, to the signatures of men, or to the promises of companies. I am greater than all of them. I am the one who opens doors that no man can close. And I am the one who closes doors that no man can open. I am not bound by the economy. I am not controlled by governments. I am not restricted by inflation or recession. I am God, and I remain the same yesterday, today, and forever. Do not look for a job. Look to me, for I will be your everlasting provider.